Hi, Diva. Hi, Floppy. Hi, girls. Hi, fellas. Happy Monday to you. Hi, Sherlock. Hope your week's starting off well. Out here walking with the herd for their afternoon snack. Hi, girls. I was thinking about something. Not necessarily an idea that hasn't been talked about before, but a valid one nevertheless. If you want to know about somebody, you look at their trash. What do they throw away? What do they waste? What do they discard to the side and eject from their life? You can learn just as much about someone, if not more, by looking at their trash than by looking at what they own. Ain't that right, Chopsticks? She's going to jump on me there for a second. Get my shirt all muddy. Yeah. That's Chopsticks for you. Chopsticks likes to jump. So you look at these goats here. What do they throw away? What do they waste? Well, times like right now, not much. Even this old tree branch here, they gnaw on it, chew the bark, eat the lichen off of it, use it as a toy, play with it. So they get good use out of it. It's not trash. I think Sherlock hears a truck. He said, "You have a loud truck, I'm going to bark at it." That's a good boy. But you look at what goats waste and what they don't waste, it tells you a lot about them. Goats are resourceful. Goats are frugal. Goats take advantage of what they have. Now I can talk to you about what they do waste, because they don't act this way with everything, obviously. They are living creatures. All creatures waste something. Goats love to waste hay. It's because they're, contrary to popular belief, goats are very picky. Goats will not just eat anything. It's a massive myth that goats eat trash. Goats do not eat trash. Ain't that right, Shamrock? They don't eat tin cans. They don't eat plastic. They don't eat your garbage. Goats do not eat garbage. They are very picky creatures. So if you see somebody trying to tell you that they can feed their goats anything, well, they're lying, or they're abusing their goats. But goats like to waste hay. If it's too bristly, too thick, too hard, they won't eat it. They'll spit it on the ground, use it for bedding. But at least it gets used for something. Two of our spring bucks there, we've got them in a separate pasture. They're starting to get just a hair ruddy in their behavior. Getting a little frisky. Yeah. Now, think about people. Think about how this principle applies to people. You want to know something about somebody, you look at their trash. What do they throw away? Are they wasteful? Do they throw everything away? Do they not keep up with their personal effects? Are they wasteful with food? Do they get a meal and only eat half of it and leave the rest to rot in a landfill somewhere? Are they wasteful with cars? Well, they get a car and wreck it in 6 months. Throw it away, get a new one. Laptops, cell phones. Are they constantly throwing them away and getting new ones? If you're trying to decide how to handle someone in particular in your life, and you can't quite gauge who they are or what kind of person they are, look at their trash. Look how much trash they produce. What do they waste? What are they dumping off? Are they always unloading dogs or cats? They'll go get a puppy or a kitten, and a year later they've already replaced it with another one. Looking at someone's trash is a hell of a way to figure out what type of person you're dealing with. Now, I'm not saying you should go onto someone's personal property, trespass, and rifle through their trash bins. But there is court precedent about where and when you can look through someone's trash and when it becomes abandoned property. So check into your local's jurisdiction as to how it pertains to you on looking at someone's trash. But if you're trying to understand someone, there is no better source of information than their garbage. Archaeologists for many, many decades now, since the advent of the profession, have been looking at the trash pits of ancient cultures. The Egyptians, the Sumerians, the Aztecs. Do you know how much information we've learned about ancient cultures simply because of what they threw away? Massive amounts. What'd you smell, Skipper? She's got her lip up, so she smelled something good. So yeah, that's your thought for Monday. Carry that into this week. If you're trying to understand somebody and they're being cagey, or they don't want to talk to you, or they keep feeding you a bunch of lies, look at their garbage. That is the best way to learn about someone. Ain't that right, Sherlock? Yeah, you're a good boy. Sherlock says, I'm going to learn about you by coming over here and sniffing your shoes. I'll know where you walked. That's a good boy. Yes, you're so smart. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Monday and a nice start to your week. I just thought I'd pass along a little bit of investigative wisdom to you. I probably should have been a private investigator in another life. You ever want to learn about someone, you look at their trash. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me today. Thank you for coming and listening to me talk about garbage. My empire of dirt. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. Take care.